Hal German talks with Madonna and Rupert Everett about bringing their star power to a movie advocating alternative families.
Spit it out.
Okay. What's the best thing I could tell you?
That you've met a fabulous guy for me.
Hello to everybody watching in the live.
Hello?
He's leaving me.
Oh, don't stop him. Just let him go, Abby.
And then what?
Rush over to my house and tell me all about it.
She is a gay icon. He is rapidly becoming one. In real life, they're friends. In The Next Best Thing, they're really good friends.
You're the only woman in the world that I would like to be. Ow.
By now, you probably already know the plot. Madonna plays Abby, a far too close to 40-ish woman who's about given up on ever finding her soulmate. Rupert Everett is Robert, who could be that guy, except he's gay. Abby and Robert share almost everything. Then, one night, yes, they share that too. And sure enough,
I have something to tell you.
Is it bigger than a bread box?
Not yet.
what happens next is Dr. Laura's worst nightmare. Abby and Robert decide to live together, not as husband and wife, but as mom and dad. Unconventional, but it works.
They understand each other, and I think they have a kind of candidness and honesty in their relationship that that can only exist between a girl and her gay best friend.
Madonna talked to In the Life recently about her new film and her old friend and co-star, Rupert Everett.
You just have to be a father and a friend. Rupert is so, fun and easy to work with that even if I hadn't known him, I'm sure I would have had just as much fun. But, I think probably it added a little bit to the chemistry.
Everett's star has been rising in Hollywood for years, but the role that put him on the map was this scene from My Best Friend's Wedding.
Well, combing my hair now, while wondering what dress to wear now.
His character was gay, and Everett was open at the time about his own sexuality. It certainly hasn't hurt his career. Everett has gone on since to act in roles from Shakespeare to Shakespeare in Love.
I have a new one nearly finished and better. The Massacre at Paris.
Even so, Everett told In the Life when the chance to play another gay best friend came up, he couldn't resist.
I'd had such a response from America, playing this charming, witty, debonair character, that I was looking very much for something that had as its starting point that, but moved on slightly to something, slightly more substantial. So this seemed ideal to me.
Music. But Everett insisted on rewriting his role, which he says was at first too stereotypically gay.
And that my character was a kind of TV sitcom queen from the 70s, a flubby interior decorator. I wanted my character to be, a normal man, really. And I didn't want this idea that a homosexual cannot have any feelings towards a woman. You could be a homosexual and have a little something with a woman, maybe, and it doesn't even make you bisexual. And I didn't want to show myself, frankly, to Middle America unable to f*** Madonna. It seemed unfair.
Director John Schlesinger says Madonna's character needed a rewrite too, though for more practical reasons.
In the original script that I read, she was a swimming teacher, and quite rightly, I think she said, I don't want to get my hair wet all the time, and it'll be constant waits to get it dried and everything else. Why don't I do what I really know, which is yoga?
So that's what she is, a yoga instructor, which is where she meets Ben, played by Benjamin Bratt.
Are you asking me out on a date?
Yeah. Is that all right?
By now, Abby and Robert's son, Sam, is 6 years old. Robert's reaction?
Hi, this Abby Reynolds' house?
It's a funny, kind of quite bitchy scene, great fun.
But it doesn't stay funny for long.
Here's a woman who's in her sexual prime. She needs love. She needs romance. She has a loving relationship with Rupert's character, Robert, but it's not enough.
Is Ben my daddy now?
What?
Soon, with their son Sam in the middle, Robert's jealousy turns to resentment. Abby and Robert take sides, and things turn ugly.
I was watching the movie with a good friend of mine, this girl, and she's gay, and she slugged me in the arm so hard. And she's like, "Oh, how could you do that? How could you do that? You..." Well, I won't say the word she called me, but I mean, you know, and I'm like, "Excuse me, this is not me. I'm playing a character."
Action!
Riding herd over all the directors was Schlesinger, the openly gay director who won an Oscar for Midnight Cowboy and was nominated for another for Sunday Bloody Sunday.
It'd be quite nice if you went down on the sort of body sensuality as she's moving over, and then go back into the position. I didn't want the, Madonna per se to be what the audience were really thinking about. So we've been quite careful in how she's been portrayed, but she's a considerable dramatic actress, as well as being able to handle the lighter stuff.
Don't cry for me, Argentina.
Still, Madonna, who won a Golden Globe for Evita, knows she has one group of fans in the audience she can always count on.
Well, the gay community has always been incredibly supportive of me from the very, very beginning, and I'm very grateful for that, and have stuck by me through thick and thin.
Do you think in generations to come, relationships like Robert's and Abby's are going to be more accepted?
Absolutely, I do.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year!
What makes a family is not necessarily what we've been brought up to believe. We all have to be more open and accepting of families that are different.